Hello, good morning. So today, as promised, I am going to present my material on your closest friends. I'm going to start off with this quote by Jim Rohn. You are the average of the five people that you spend the most time with. That's by Jim Rohn. So I'm going to start it off a little lightheartedly today, and then get right into the topic. Okay. Um, so I've got some props here. Suppose you had a friend like this, and he talked like this. I make you an offer that you cannot refuse. Okay, that could be friend number one. Okay, so if you ever had a friend like that, chances are you'd either wind up dead or in jail. Okay, let's try friend number two. Like I said, this is just a lighthearted introduction to my topic because that's the kind of guy I am. Where's the grog? So chances if you have a friend like that, A, he's way behind the times, and two, run. Okay. Friend number three. I gotta adjust. Okay, there you go. Let's party. Hey, bartender, don't bother with the jug. Just fill the hat. Okay, chances are you hang around him, you're going to be drunk a lot of the time or in trouble. Okay, so like I said, this is just a lighthearted introduction to five friends. I've sort of randomly picked some friends out, and then we'll dive right into the topic. Okay, the next one. I can't sing very well, so you have to forgive this. This could be one of your friends. Well, I had a little dog. I fed it lots of food. It grew pretty big. And it made a big mess. I got pretty depressed. And I followed it around. And now I do the scoop boogie. Well, that was some pretty terrible singing there. You don't want to hang around that guy. Okay, and finally, friend number five. If you have a friend like this, I've got you now, Spider-Man. You are dealing with somebody who's not really there. So that was a brief introduction to five friends not to have. And now I'm going to dive into the topic as promised. So remember when you were a kid and your mother or father said, or I'll use your mother, don't hang around little Johnny. Little Johnny is a bad influence. You're going to be in big trouble. You're not going to get anywhere hanging around little Johnny. Well, it sounded more like a grandma. But anyway, you get my point. So your parents knew that by hanging around the wrong type of people, you would get into trouble. All right. And as parents, they did their best to look after you and make sure that you weren't hanging around with the wrong crowd. And that's their job as a parent, to make sure that the people you hang around with were going to inspire you and make you a better person, right? Sometimes their decisions were wrong. Hey, I've got kids, and my decisions were wrong sometimes too. But they did the best they could. Okay, so let's go on. Let's use another example. So let's say that you hang around with a bunch of people who are complainers and whiners and gossipers. So chances are you would probably sound like these people, and maybe you might sound something like this. Oh dear, what a gloomy day. Oh, my feet hurt. Oh, I don't feel like doing anything. Oh, what a gloomy day. It's like any other day. It's just gloomy. So you wouldn't want to hang around somebody like that, would you? You'd be awful depressed if you did. So let's take the topic of money. So if you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, chances are the money you make is going to be close to what they make, right? So that's why you don't see sort of like middle class people hanging around with welfare people, or upper class hanging around with middle class. Billionaires hang around with billionaires, not millionaires, right? Millionaires hang around with millionaires. Why? Because that's their 5 friends, right? They don't want to bring themselves down, right? They want to reach a higher level. So by associating with those types of people, that's how they become millionaires and billionaires, right? So let's take an example of that. So if you were to sit down with, say, Richard Branson and a buddy from work, you're going to get totally different ideas from Richard Branson. They're going to be at a totally different level, right? If you ever had that opportunity. Just sitting with him, the ideas he has are going to be way out of the ballpark compared to somebody else at your level. Okay, so now we've discussed money. Now let's say we've discussed money. So now let's say some of the advantages of this. So when you hang around people who are to have the right views and values, your opinion of yourself is going to be better. Let's say that your friends all watch positive videos, or they're trying to get better, or they're constantly learning, right? I am constantly learning. It's something I do, right? It's called CANI, constant and never-ending improvement. I think Tommy Robbins came up with that. I'm not sure, but at any rate, I still learn every day, right? And so if you hang around people like that, you're going to learn from them, and they're going to learn from you, right? So if you hang around the right type of people, or people who are in a niche or whatever, you're going to increase your brain power, right? So let's say you came to a serious health issue, and now you're associating with people with who want to better their health. Well, you're going to start eating healthy too, because these are the people you hang around with. You're going to, you might not eat meat anymore. You might eat a lot of vegetables. You might eat healthier. You might not eat chips anymore. You might do away with your pop and energy drinks. The other important thing is when you hang around those 5 people, you will improve yourself if you hang around the right people. So you're going to always strive to be better if they are striving to be better, right? The other thing that's real important here is a mastermind group, right? I am in a mastermind group, and a mastermind group was developed by Napoleon Hill, I don't know, 75 years ago, something like that. So what his definition of a mastermind group is the coordination of knowledge and effort of two or more people who work toward a definitive purpose in the spirit of harmony. So, you know, you get different perspectives for these people. And you learn, right? You learn from them, they learn from you, it's mutual. So a mastermind is also a very good thing to participate in. Like I said, I'm in one. I also have a coaching team I work with to better myself so that I can help other people. So I learn from them because they have many, many more years of experience than I do. They have better insights than I do, but I learn off of them, right? That makes me become better. So I've covered all that. So a mastermind to me is something that you really should participate in. I've found it helped me immensely, and like I said, I also have coaching as well, where I talk to coaches and they offer me insights, right? And I have grown exponentially since doing that. The other thing is I read a lot of books and I watch a lot of videos. Okay, so you know, if you listen to the same books all the time, or I mean, if you listen audio-wise, or you read the book all the time, or you listen to videos all the time by the same author, like say Napoleon Hill, right? Bob Proctor listened to or read Think and Grow Rich for, oh, I don't know, quite a few years, at least 30 years. He read that book, right? And he had it in his back pocket, right? So a lot of his thoughts are from Napoleon Hill. So there's a lot of people who I listen to as well. Napoleon Hill is one, Tony Robbins. I got a lot of information from them, and I'm always working on spending, you know, a certain amount of time every day listening to videos and reading books. So I guess I could count that in my circle of five too, because they influence me as well, what I read, right? You could listen to, you know, Darren Hardy. Darren Hardy has a show every day, and you can listen to him. He's a very good person to listen to. There's Gary Vaynerchuk. There's all types of podcasts that you can listen to improve yourself. If you don't have five close friends that are going to benefit you, I suggest listening to podcasts that can help you, audios. Go to YouTube. There's all kinds of stuff on YouTube, right? I listen to Earl Nightingale from YouTube. Like I said, I listen to Bob Proctor. I listen to Wayne Dyer. I listen to a lot of positive stuff. That's part of my daily routine. I do this every day. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. So I'd like to thank you for taking the time to listen to my live, and have an awesome day. Take care.